All right, up here at Zephyrhills, up at the property. Um, Good morning, boys. Jamie, Joey, Baby Max, hello. Okay, so here I am. Um, this is in Zephyrhills, Florida. Um, this is at my property. We've owned this property for over 15 years. Um, I've always used this place to come up here and just get away from everybody and hunt and fish and camp, um, do a little trapping, whatever I feel like doing. And what I want to do is put together a series of videos on how I camp, how I hunt, how I trap, and how I fish, and the gear I use to do it. And also, I've already showed in my other videos how I, basically set up my hammock tent, put my canvas up over it, start my Dakota pit, and stuff like that. Now, there's a lot of things I want to talk about. Um, Main thing is on what I do before I go into the woods and go hunting. Um, the property is on the river, which is really good, so we can fish, and we know game's going to be on the river. And then we're backed up to 36,000 acres that they can never build on. Um, I've backpacked, I've hiked out there, I've camped out there. You know what I mean? 2 day, 3 day camps. Um, I'm going to show you the gear that I use. I don't really carry a lot of stuff. But what I do is I also hunt three different ways, and I fish a couple different ways, and I trap a couple different ways. And then a lot of times I just get rid of the nuisances out here, the hogs, the coyotes, and that's just more like fun for me. Um, so I'm gonna break it all down, and basically this is the introduction video. I'm gonna keep them really short, and that's about it. Love you, boys. Like I said, I don't care about anybody's opinions or anything like that. This is all for lessons from my boys, something that I can leave on. Um, One day, my boys will turn on, hey, this is your grandpa. One day, this is your great grandpa. Maybe one day, hey, this is your great 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 grandpa. Hopefully, we go on that long. So basically, teaching camping skills, hunting skills, fishing, trapping, and basic survival. Um, Hopefully never have to bug out or anything stupid like that. Hopefully everything goes good in this world. But I want to leave these things on for references for my boys. And that's about it. I'm going to keep them down to like 2 and 3 minute videos pretty quick. Um, wow, I'm already hearing stuff already. So normally, my normal routine is I come up here about 12 o'clock at night, set up my camp out night, start my Dakota pit. And one of the reasons why is because I want to cover my scent. And smoke's a really good way, especially out here. We have like a 600-acre farm over here. You know what I mean? That just raises beef. We got like 4 or 5 horse, um, 10-acre plots where neighbors live up front, and then in the back is just horses. So there's always constantly burning stuff, waste and debris and whatever. So the smoke covers up my scent really well. And then what I do is I have an old sour orange tree out here, and I got a grapefruit and some other stuff like that. So automatically I'll walk up to that grapefruit tree or a sour orange tree. I'll pull down an orange, cut it, squirt it all over my boots, wipe it on my pants, wipe it on my hands, wipe it on my face, and that's also a mosquito deterrent. It helps. Believe me, it really does. So that just covered my scent. Now, talking about the three ways I like to hunt. Normally, when I first get here, what I'll do is I'll make my way in real slow to my tree stand. Get in my tree stand, and that's somewhere about maybe 4 o'clock in the morning. And I just get there and I go to sleep. You know what I mean? If I hear anything, all right, it's easy target. I'm shooting fish in a barrel, and I'm going to show you how I am shooting fish in a barrel, so to speak. And then after that, somewhere about 8 o'clock or whatever, I'll climb down, and then I'll start still hunting, right? And I'll change my bow. You know what I mean? And so now I'll just move along a little bit, stay there, creep along, sit down a little bit, wait, creep along a little bit more, sit down, wait. And then after that, it's getting towards the end of the day. Now we're getting into 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock comes by. Now I want to start moving. I already know where I'm going. I'm heading back to where I'm going. And I'm going to move really fast and stealth. And that's my last chance to push everything, whatever I want. Believe it or not, that's when I usually mostly get anything, is when I'm kind of like moving quiet and fast. I usually bump into things. I'll bump into a hog, I'll bump into a deer, I'll bump into a turkey, you know what I mean? Coyotes, you know, I don't know, after a while, I think they pick up my scent and start following me. So, and I'm also going to show you how to get rid of those nuisances really quick. And also, I'm going to show you a couple other tricks, you know what I mean, on how to, really bring in the hogs. So, normally, what I like to do is get in there before hunting season, start taking out the hogs and the coyotes, get rid of them. So, that'll push the deer in, okay? When a deer feel friendly enough to be in, you know turkeys are going to start following. When I first got this property, one of the reasons why I got it was I seen a roost of turkeys come running through here. It was like 30 or 40. I was like, yeah, this is the place I want to be. And then, stayed out here the first 2 nights and everything, seen deer and everything. But I've noticed that what's happening is coyote population's built up and hog population's built up. I like to get rid of them. And every now and then I'll call on a buddy of mine. He'll bring in some traps, get rid of them that way. And then the coyotes, I like picking them off myself. So that's pretty much it. Um, this is the first introduction of it. I've kind of explained everything what I want to talk about, and then I'm going to break it up. I already did the camping part. Now we're going to get into the hunting and the gear.